Hi, lovely FlossTube friends. Welcome back to my channel. Do I look like I've taken a big sigh of relief? Because I have. Today is Tuesday, May 22nd, 2018, and it is also the last day of the 2017-18 school year. Yay! So I thought I would take this opportunity to give you an update, the second update on my Stitch Mania 2018. So today I'm going to be showing you my projects number 11 through 20. So let's get right to it. On the 11th, I picked out Potions, Brews, and Spells, which will look like this when it is completed. I'm stitching this on 36 count hand-dyed fibers by Vicki Clayton. This is out of the 2016 Halloween Just Cross Stitch edition. Oh guys, this is take two. Take one, Morris was out and about and he kept jumping up, knocking into the camera, and I didn't think you guys would enjoy that because I wasn't enjoying that either. So the last time you saw this, I believe I had this upper portion completed and I may have gone down a side a little bit. So I went ahead and I finished this area and started in on the words. And I'm using Gloriana Silk 1/2 in the aubergine color, and I had over dyed this fabric with some gray Rit dye. So really liking the way that's looking. I hope that you can see that well. There is that start. Well, that was a 2017 Maynia piece, and just decided to pick it back up because I hadn't touched it since 2017. On the 12th of May, I started a new start, Carriage House Sampler Stocking. And this is all the further I got on that, but I was really enjoying it. I'm stitching this on 40 count Meadow Rue by Lakeside Linen 1/2 using the Call for needlepoint silks. So just a small start on that one. This has been in my collection for a very long time, and I just thought it was time to pull it out. In an effort to keep myself organized here, I am putting things back into their project bags. On the 13th of May, I should have started something dark 13, but I totally forgot about it. Instead, I decided to go with Abigail Colby's Extract Sampler, A Cheerful Mind, and I am working on this small piece here. And I am working that 1/1 on 36 count sand by Picture This Plus using Belsoir Espresso. And that's all I got done. So, loved it though. Okay, day 14. One that I've been anxious to start. It is called Lydia Corker Sampler. This is what it's gonna look like. It is by Stacy Nash out of this book. And I am stitching this on 40 count espresso by R&R using, again, NPI silks, and this is my progress. That was fun. I can't wait to get back to that one either. Day 15. Oh, really loved doing this one. This is called Heirloom Tomato by Shakespeare Peddler. I'm not sure if this is still available anywhere. I bought this in a kit from Jen's Stitching Niche, and it's stitched on a 32 count even weave, and the threads were included. I am not sure where they are from. And I finished the tomato. Actually, I think it goes that way, but it doesn't really matter. And I did start in on the little strawberry type pin keep that is shown here. Or not pin keep, scissor keep. And I'm going to go ahead and finish it with the old mason jar lid that was provided. So there we are again, with all the threads over it. That was a quick stitch. I enjoyed that. Day 16. Okay, this was a gift from Trisha at 3 Out Threads. It's the Mill Hill kit. Fireflies, it's in the Spring Bouquet collection. And I did not get very far on this one. And this is what it's going to look like. This is as far as I got. It shouldn't take too long to finish that up, but I just didn't have a lot of time on whatever the 16th was. So there's that one. On the 17th, another one that I was very anxious to start. It is a reproduction sampler by Homespun Elegance called Unfinished. I am stitching this one on a 40 count hand-dyed fiber by Vicki Clayton in white, and I kind of want to spray it with something. It's a little too white for me, but this is how far I got. Of course, we know letters go very quickly. These fibers are DMC. I'm stitching it 1/2, and it's really interesting because I made a mistake. I just left it because this was not my mistake right here. That's how it's charted. So my mistake was down here. I left too much space between the A and the B, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm leaving it. I'm really liking this and cannot wait to get back to it. Okay, day 18. This is going by really fast. I picked up Old Black Cat and Friends from Pineberry Lane, and for the 19th I decided to stitch this one. Even though I do want to stitch this one and this one, but on the 19th I just did this one, and this is being stitched on a 26 count even weave that I dyed with, I think this was with the walnut shells, hulls, not the shells, the hulls. And I have a finish. And I just use the call for DMCs on this. That was a quick, easy stitch. Then on the 19th, I started God Save the Queen by Shakespeare's Peddler. I am stitching this on 40 count, and it was just kind of a random piece that I had in my stash. Stitching at 1/2 with the call for threads, which I believe are all Weeks Dye Works. And this is how far I got. Again, this is another one that I'm thinking that I'm going, before I go any further with the stitching, I think that I'm going to dunk it into something, maybe some tea this time. The words went really quickly. This, not so much. I still have to put some of the purple in here, which I think is the driftwood color. Can't remember. Same color as this. Oh no, I switched this. I switched a Vicky Clayton out for this. Not a Vicky Clayton. Sorry, Victorian Motto Sampler. Prim color for this. Really had fun with this one. And then the last one in this segment is by Chessie and me, called the 1801 House. This is what it will look like when completed. I have the box for completing it. It was a kit that I purchased through Jen's Stitching Niche. And this is how far I got on that one. And I know it looks like I'm close to the edge, but you do the nun stitch around the edge so it won't fray. Just got a wee start on the willow tree. This actually should be a quick stitch once I get back to it. So that's my conclusion of my starts, or my works in progress. I do have another finish. I can't remember what day, but one day I went back and I completed the Jinnee Beans Tuffet. Remember, I just had this outer border to finish. That's what it looks like completed. And this is my finish. So hopefully I will find something to fully finish this in, something round, not sure what, but it was a fun little stitch. So I started with 10 new starts or whips. I had the one finish of the Pineberry Lane, and then this was last week's, or the previous 10 finish. So far out of 2018 Maynia, I have 2 finishes. I'm happy with that. And hopefully, since I have free days ahead, no school, I will be able to get a couple more. I'll go back and possibly get a finish on this one, and maybe a couple others that I have started, like this one. That's what I hope anyway. So I will probably come back after the 31st and do another, my final update to let you know how that went. I don't know, maybe I'll do a mid one. Maybe I'll do 5 and 6 instead of doing 11. We'll see, not really sure. But I'm having loads of fun with it. The 31 starts again this year. Not sure what I'll do next year. We'll see how far I get with my current whips by next May, and I'll decide then. But I have to say, I'm leaning toward not doing 31 again next year. Maybe I will just do 15 and work on each one for 2 days. We'll see. It's anybody's guess. Thank you for joining me, and I hope all of you who are still continuing on with Stitch Mania are having a great time. Those of you who have finished by now, yay, you made it through it. You're still alive to tell about it. And something I failed to do in my last video was to thank Katie and Garrett for once again hosting this crazy month's worth of stitching. I appreciate it. So I wish you all happy stitching and happy May. Until next time, bye for now.